All right, welcome everybody. The first Metal Monday after the Super Bowl. How you doing, Brett?
Oh man. Word of advice. Whatever I pick, go the other way. Holy shit.
I really wanted the Bengals to win. They didn't pull out the win, but I will take
The worst.
They didn't cover.
That's the
They
worst
didn't cover.
outcome possible. Like, the Bengals, at the very least, win the game. Like, fuck, you didn't. I mean, I guess you covered, but is any Bengals fan really happy that they covered the spread?
No real Bengals fan is. But I'm not a Bengals fan.
No, either am I. I'm a better. But at the end of the day, like, I would, if I was a Bengals fan, I'd be absolutely bet. Because if you're a real Bengals fan, you probably bet them on the money line to win.
I am a Seattle Seahawks fan, though, and that's why I really didn't want to see the Rams out of our division pull it off. And they did. And
got her done.
It's a good game. It was fun. I mean, there was a dropped 3rd and 9 that the Bengals had, which was big. That guy dropped it. I think he might have got the first down. There was a questionable pass interference, which was kind of makeup from earlier because that Ramsey got pulled down by his face mask. So it is what it is there.
I know. And at the end of the day, like, they had it 3rd and 1, and they got stuffed 2 times.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry, 3rd and 1 with the Super Bowl on the line, at least overtime on the line. And if you get stuffed, then the Rams deserve to win. Like, that's the reality of it for me.
Yeah, good game. Good. I love the halftime show.
Dude, so awesome.
I loved the funniest part of it to me, though, is when they had an overweight 50 Cent hanging upside down. I was like,
he kept pulling his wife beater shirt down so he could, like, cover. But it was still awesome. Dude, somebody gave us, they have Elf on the Shelf.
Oh, yeah.
We have Snoop on the stoop. And so we had the little Snoop guy hanging out. And my kids are like, what are you guys doing? Because we had made like a table full of food and snacks.
Nice.
The kids had their Gatorades.
That's what we did, too.
The adults had a few beers in the cooler. And then we had Snoop on the stoop just chilling behind the game day sign. And I think my kids were pretty... They were just excited because my wife and I were so excited about the halftime show.
Oh, it was fun. Like, I saw some memes afterwards, and it was a picture of the grandpa from The Simpsons talking to the young kids. I felt like that with my kids because I was telling my daughter Eden, I'm like, oh, that's Dr. Dre. You don't know who Dr. Dre is? I'm like, oh, that's Snoop Dogg. And I was like, you don't know who these people are?
Yeah, what's wrong with
you? And then
you?
I was like, I am old, a lot older than I feel like. Because I don't feel old.
Yeah, the best halftime show ever in my book. So I'm.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Putting my stamp on that.
It was so much fun. Well, anyway, Friday was very, very rough for most of our markets, especially copper. I mean, really, we just lost all the gains we got in the week. I mean, we were touching close to 470.
Yeah, it was like 468.
Yeah, it was close to 470. Yeah. And it came off 20 cents on Friday, back to where it was.
450 this morning.
Yeah.
450 copper is good copper price, I mean, aluminum's back up today. Nickel is still, hovering between 10.50 and 11. I mean, platinum, palladium, rhodium are all strong. Like, the metals that we pay attention to, the ferrous market keeps gaining steam. I think March, assuming... the trend continues. The export market is pretty strong right now on the ferrous side, and that's gonna help. That's gonna help us. Anybody that can ship to a port that's that has export access, I think you're gonna see a pretty big benefit.
Great, that'd be awesome. We've been kind of waiting for that. It seems like for months and months and months on waiting on the right up market, and we got a few weeks till March, but hopefully that comes true, and I think a lot of scrappers would love it, and then we can pass the value down to our tow truck companies, our mechanics, anyone that's scrapping for a living.
100%. Yeah, that's the good thing about it. If your price never changes, we've said it 1,000 times, but if your price never changes, then you're not getting paid correctly. If your price just stays flat, as a guy, say as a tow truck, operator, or a peddler, someone that's pushing some scrap through, or a manufacturing company, and you're generating scrap on a monthly basis. If your price never changes, then you're probably most likely getting underpaid.
And it also goes for like your tow truck guys, the companies out there that pay you per car. They don't even weigh it. Like if they've been paying you $500 a car for a year, there's probably some more juice in there.
If you're getting paid $500 a car, and the average converter is $200 each.
Yep.
You're getting under, and it's got not just an aftermarket converter, but it's a full car with wheels and tires and converter and everything on it. $500 a car
is light in the grand scheme of things.
Exactly, 100%.
Especially for a tow company that gets 10 to 20 cars, your average is going to come out north of 5. It's been doing it for 6 months.
Yep.
We monitor that. So, all right. Well, like you said, Rhodium has been taking off, and it seems like when Rhodium moves, we see that thing move big, like
big
5,000 in a week or 10,000 in a week, and we'll see if it keeps going. Let's see where that thing lands.
We'll see. It's really going to be dependent on automotive production. I think that's going to be the driver, and palladium's really just getting pushed. I think right now, automotive production as well, but mostly just all the hoopla going around. Between Russia and Ukraine, because it's, and what kind of economic impact and sanctions can happen due to, a war breaking out. And that's going to play big on the PGMs, I think, in the next little bit.
Because a lot of PGMs come out of Russia, am I correct?
Yeah, it's like 40-something percent of palladium comes out of Russia.
So if they go to war, which it feels like that's where it's leading. That's not what we hope for, but it feels like it's leading that way. If they can't ship any palladium out of there because they're busy doing other things,
well, it's not even that. What's going to happen is the U.S. where people are worried about U.S. puts economic sanctions on Russia.
Oh, yep, that's
that's the kicker.
That's why they wouldn't be able to push it out. That makes more sense.
Make it harder for them.
Yep. All right, well, stay posted to keep following us. We'll keep sharing what we know.
Just don't trust our sports bet. At least my sports bets.
Don't trust that. Shout out to Snoop Dogg for buying Death Row Records. That shows if you got a lot of hustle in you, you could buy the company that kind of screwed you.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
Thanks.